Hello everyone, how are you? Look at your phone, think about Instagram, YouTube, your school report card, your UPI app, and Swiggy. What do they all have in common? They store a lot of information about you and millions of others. How does Instagram remember your photos? How does the school know your marks? The secret is a database management system. Today, we will learn about it. By the end of this class, you will see every app on your phone differently. Ready? Let's go. Before we start, here what you will learn. Explain what data is, what a database is, and what DBMS means. Understand tables, records, and fields. Design your own small database. Discover how Netflix, Amazon, and your favorite apps work. Let's begin with the simplest building block, data. Data is raw facts and figures like your name, Rahul, the number 102, or your phone number. Consider this small table on a screen showing roll numbers and names. It's just data, but it does not tell us anything useful yet. Think of data like kitchen ingredients, flour, sugar, and milk. They are useful, but you can't eat them as they are. Now, let's see what we can do with this data. When we organize data and give it meaning, it becomes information. We can compare Rahul and Priya's marks and say Rahul scored higher in science. That's information. Remember, data plus processing equals information. Just like flour and sugar become a cake when processed, raw data becomes useful information when organized. This is why we study DBMS to turn boring data into useful information. A database is an organized collection of related data stored on a computer. Your school has a database of students, hospitals have a database of patients, banks have a database of account. Amazon has a database of products, and even Netflix has a database of every movie you have ever watched. Anywhere there is lots of related information stored together in an organized way. That's a database. Can anyone think of another place where a database used? Think about it. A DBMS is software that manages a database. It acts as a librarian, helping users find, add, remove, and organize data efficiently. Popular DBMS software includes MySQL, Oracle, Microsoft Access, and SQL Server. Imagine a school without a DBMS. A teacher managing marks for 1,000 students would face challenges like duplicate entries, time consuming data retrieval, data loss if a notebook is lost, and difficulty in updating marks. With a DBMS, their issues are resolved, making it a necessity for systems handling large data. Databases are used in various real life applications. Banks store account details and transactions. Hospitals manage patient records and medical history. Indian Railways uses a large database for ticket booking. E-commerce sites store products, prices, and orders. Social media stores profiles, posts, friends and messages, and Google Maps uses a massive database of roads and places. Let's discuss apps you use daily. When you pay with Google Pay or Phone Pay, a database records the transaction in milliseconds. When you check your Google Classroom assignment, a database fetches it for you. Your online exam database, Amazon delivery tracking database, your Instagram profile photo and followers, all in databases. YouTube recommends the next video based on your viewing history. That's a database powered by artificial intelligence. You are already using databases daily. You just did not know the name. Let's open a database and see its structure. A database has three main parts: table, record, and field. Table stores data in rows and columns. Record, a complete row in a table like Rahul's details, roll number, name, marks. Field, a column like the name, marks, column. Table contains records and records are made up of fields. Let's visualize this. The entire box is a table. Each horizontal row like the one with 101, Rahul 92 is a record. Each vertical column like roll number, name, marks is a field. So if I ask you Rahul 92 101 together, that's a record. And if I ask you all the marks of all students, that's a field. Memorize this picture, it will be on your exam. Here is an important concept, the primary key. It's a special field that uniquely identifies each record. Look at the example. Roll number is a primary key because no two students in your class can have the same roll number. Two students can share the name Rahul, but they cannot share the roll number. Other examples include Aadhaar number for India's database, PAN card number for tax records, and mobile number for your SIM card. The primary key is like a fingerprint, unique to each record. Let's explore the key features of a database management system, DBMS. Firstly, I can store vast amount of data from gigabytes to terabytes. Secondly, it allows for rapid data retrieval, enabling users to find records in milliseconds. Thirdly, data security is paramount, with only authorized individuals accessing the data through passwords and permissions. Fourthly, data sharing is facilitated, allowing multiple users to access the same database simultaneously. Lastly, backup and recovery. You ensure data safety even in the event of a computer crash. Reduces data redundancy by storing the same data only once. Provides superior security compared to paper records. Enables faster data searching. Simplify updates as changes made to one location are automatically reflected elsewhere. Ensures data consistency, displaying the same information to all users. These advantages makes DBMS indispensable for modern organizations as they underpin the digital world we live in today. May require significant initial investment, can be complex to implement and maintain, may face challenges in ensuring data consistency and security, can be prone to technical issues and downtime. DBMS has some drawbacks too. 1. Good DBMS software like Oracle can be very expensive, costing lakhs of rupees per year. 2. You need trained people to use it, as it requires training and practice. 3. If the system crashes, all users are affected simultaneously. However, the advantage outweigh the disadvantages, which is why every bank, school, and hospital still uses DBMS. Now, in your CBSE syllabus, you will work with a free software called LibreOffice Base. It's like Microsoft Access but free for everyone. With LibreOffice Base, you can create your own database, create tables to store data, enter records, generate reports, and even create simple forms. In the next practical class, I will open based on the computer and show you how to create a student database. Don't worry, it's very easy. If you can use Microsoft Word, you can use LibreOffice Base. To create a database, follow these 6 steps. Number 1. Create the database with a name, example, school database. Number 2. Create tables inside it, example, student table or teacher table. Number 3. Define the fields or columns you want. Number 4. Enter the actual records. Number 5. Save your work. Number 6. Generate reports. Practice this process in your computer lab. The order matters. Define fields before creating tables and enter records before defining fields. A real student database example as 3 students, Rahul, Priya and Aman. Each row has roll number, name, gender and marks. Who scored the highest marks? Who are the female students? How many students are there in total? In a database, instead of counting manually, we use queries to ask questions. The database gives you the answer instantly. We will learn queries in the next class. Let's explore how major global companies utilize databases. Google's databases store billions of web pages and processes millions of searches per second. Netflix stores viewing history and passes to recommend new shows. Amazon remembers product views, cart items, and delivery preferences. Swiggy and Zomato store restaurant dish, rider, and delivery address data. UPI apps like Google Pay handle billions of secure transactions safely thanks to databases. The scale is incredible. Databases have advanced significantly with AI. Modern databases are cloud-based, storing data on the internet. Big data involves handling petabytes of data. Machine learning helps predict user preferences. For instance, Netflix recommends for you feature is a result of AI and database collaboration. Similarly, Instagram's Reels recommendations are based on the same principle. Databases are no longer simple storage. They are intelligent, predictive, and continuously learning. Databases differ from spreadsheets. Databases store large amount of data and are used for complex queries, while spreadsheets are used for simple data entry and calculations. Databases are more scalable and can handle larger data sets, whereas spreadsheets are limited in size and functionality. Excel is often mistaken for a database, but it's a spreadsheet, not a true database. Spreadsheets are suitable for small datasets like a monthly budget or a class list, while databases handle large datasets like millions of records. Spreadsheets allow only one user at a time, whereas database allow thousands of users. Spreadsheets have weak security while database have strong security with passwords and user roles. Therefore, a school with 2000 students need a real database management system for the entire school, not just one class. Imagine you have to create a database for our class. What fields would you include? Student ID, name, class, mobile number, marks, and maybe address, date of birth, and parent name. Which field should be the primary key? Think for 10 seconds. The student ID is the primary key because every student has a unique ID, but names, mobile numbers, and marks can repeat. This is how database designers think in real companies. Let's assess your understanding of today's class with a quick quiz. Don't write down the answers, just shout them out. Take your time to think and answer. There is no wrong answer when you are learning. Recap of this session. We started with the data and information, learned about databases and DBMS, explored tables, records, and fields, understand the primary key. We saw the advantages and disadvantages of databases. We learned LibreOffice Base. We looked at how Google, Netflix, Amazon, and UPI apps uses databases. We saw how AI is making databases super smart. Data is a new oil, but it's useless until it's refined. In the same way, data is useless until it's organized properly using a DBMS. Companies that manages their data best, Google, Amazon, Netflix have become the most valuable companies in the world. When you learn DBMS, you are learning the skill that powers the entire digital economy. Maybe one of you will design the next big database that runs the next big app.